Hello and good day, grade 3 and grade 4 students. So this is me again, your English teacher, Habi, and I really appreciate all of you who are listening, watching, and participating to our English summer class today. So today we will learn about antonyms, okay? So teacher, what is antonyms? So here, I'm going to show you the definition of antonyms. Okay, so here, what is antonyms? Okay, so what is antonyms, teacher? So you're going to ask from the word what and the last punctuation question mark. Okay, so you're going to ask me a question, what is antonyms? So antonyms, a word or phrase that contradict each other. Okay, so I have an example here. So again, a word. So what do you mean about this one, teacher? A word, it means a vocabulary or a term, or a phrase, so it means an expression that contradicts. So they are not matching each other, or they are not matched to each other. Okay, so contradict each other, so they are not matched to each other. So that is the meaning. So from the example here, big, small. So if you see here the small, okay, so he is the rat, it is so a little. But if you see here the elephant, it's wide, okay, it's huge, it has a length. Okay, so it's tall. Okay, so that is the what we call antonyms. Okay, so big and small. Okay, so to make it easy, that is a what? A opposite. Okay, so that is an opposite. Okay, so here, vocabulary and picture. Okay, so teacher, what is vocabulary? So when we say vocabulary, of course, that is the words, okay, or phrase that you can read here. And what is picture, teacher? Of course, that is the images that you can see here. Okay, so if you look, we have the images here, so that is the picture. Okay, so first we have the open. Okay, so when we say open here, if you see the door, it's open, so you can see outside. And when we say close, of course, this one here. Okay, so it closed, uh, you don't see anything from outside. Okay, so it's closed, so this is the opposite. So the opposite of open, or the antonyms of open, is close, and the antonyms of close, or opposite of close, is open. Okay, so next we have tall. Okay, so this one here is tall. Okay, so if you see here, the centimeter of the girl is 160, and this one here is short. So when we see here is the centimeter is 130 centimeters, so they have a 30 centimeter gap. Okay, so when we see the tall here, okay, you see from the height. Okay, so this one here is tall, and this one here is small. Okay, so best example is me. Okay, so from tall, me, and you, the students, because you are patum 3 and patum 4, so you are small because you are just a children. Okay, so soon you will get tall too. Okay, so short and tall. So the opposite of tall is short, and the opposite of short is tall. Okay, so next we have alive and dead. Okay, so alive, so what you can see here in the picture? So the dog here, you see, he is still smiling, he is standing, while here, okay, if you see the dead, it has a cross, okay, sign here. And we have here, look, the dog is, look, it's have the spirit of the dog is flying, so it means the dog is dead. Okay, so the dog is going to the heaven. So the best example here is the old woman who will get sick, and then after that they get dead, and the newborn baby who will just alive. Okay, so that is the best example for this one. Okay, so next we have strong and weak. Okay, so strong, okay, so if you see, the boy here can carry these dumbbells, while this one here, the boy, he cannot carry the dumbbells. Okay, so it means that this boy here has a lot of energy than this one. Okay, so maybe this one, he is not sleeping in the night, or he not eat a lot. Okay, so that's why he doesn't have any energy. Okay, so he is weak. Okay, so again, the opposite of strong is weak, and the opposite of weak is strong. So synonyms. Okay, opposite, it means synonyms. Okay, so next we have fast. Okay, so this one fast, and this one is slow. So if you see here the tiger, okay, if you see the tiger is faster than the turtle. Okay, so it takes a lot of steps. Okay, when we say fast. from the word past in pure use. Okay? And slow, of course, the turtle. Okay? So because why? Because he have maybe a small legs and he cannot take a lot of steps than the tiger. So the tiger can take a lot of steps, so that's why he can run so fast, or the cheetah. Okay, so again, the fast is the opposite is slow, and the slow, the opposite is fast. Okay, so next we have here. Okay, so this one here, okay, so we can give an example to you as a student. Okay, so clean, okay, dirty. So when we say clean, so that is the time you are finished taking a shower. Okay, so when you're going to school, and after that, when you're going back home, okay, so you play in the school with your friends, with your classmates, or schoolmates, and then you just come back home, so you become dirty. Okay, so maybe you play football, volleyball, or basketball. Okay, so here if you see dirty, okay, so it has a lot of what? Of mud on here, on the pig's body. While here, okay, he is so clean. Okay, so that is the what? The antonyms of clean is dirty, and the antonyms of dirty is clean. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, so next we have old. Okay, and then young. So when we say old, that is your example, that is your grandma, your grandpa, your father and mother can be an example of old person. And young, who is the young? Okay, of course you, the students, you are still young. Especially the anuban, okay? So they are so young, the kinder students. Okay, so teacher can be too, okay? So we as teacher, we are also old, and you as student, you are young. Okay, you see the girl here, she is so small, she look young, while this one here, she has a white hair already, she has wearing a glass, and she is wearing a baston. Okay, so she is old, he cannot walk too much. While you are here, you are so energetic, you're young. Okay, so next we have here. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, so this one is a good example for you as a student. Okay, the good and the bad. So when we say good, so there is a lot of expressions for good and the bad. Okay, so sometimes it can be in the action, it can be in the words. Okay, so when we say good, so that is, for me, that is the time you're going to say some positive things to the people around, and to make them inspire. Okay, so good, or by helping the old people, okay, or the people who needs your help around you, even in a simple way, of course. So you cannot categorize the good. Okay, so you have your own perception of good, and me, I have own perception of good. Okay, so for us as student, okay, if you're good as students, of course, you respect your teacher, you follow the rules of the school, you come to the school always. Okay, so you attend your class always, and then you're learning. Okay, and you, of course, you respect your teacher and your classmates too. Okay, so while bad, okay, so bad, of course, if you're students, of course, that is the one who bully, not respect their teacher, bully their classmates. So we can say that is bad students. But of course, every situation have their own what, their own reason. Okay, so we cannot say anything finally. Okay, so it's depend on how you're looking the people around you. Okay, students. Okay, so next we have the on and off. Okay, so here the example, we have the monkey and we have the light. Okay, so here it's on. Okay, the light is on now. If you see, it has a yellow color, which symbolize that the light is on. And here we have the off. Okay, so when we say off, of course, we don't have any light. We are not using any electricity here. So that's why it's off. So we can say the light is on, the light is off. Okay, so next we have here hot and cold. Okay, so hot and cold. So when we say hot, of course, right now we are going to the summer. Okay, so right now the atmosphere is so hot. Okay, that is the time you're sweating. Okay, so you often take a shower. While when say cold, so that is the time when winter. Okay, so December, or it's raining. Okay, so it's so cold in the night. Okay, so we can say cold and hot. Okay, so the opposite of hot is cold, and the opposite of cold is hot. So they are all antonyms. Okay, so next we have the in. Okay, and out. So if you see here, when we say in, so you see the cut, so in the box. Okay, so he hide himself in the box, so 70% of his body covering by box. While when we say out, so you can see the cat full of his body. Okay, you see here in the screen. So the cat is, okay, out. Okay, so he is outside the box. Okay, so we can see his body fully. While here we cannot see his body, only his head, ear, and eyes. Okay, and eyebrows. So that is the opposite of in is out. And the opposite of out is in. So they are antonyms, okay? Antonyms. Don't forget. So next we have this one. So we can encounter this one every day in our life. So we have the day where the sun is rising. Okay? The sun is rising. So this is the example here. And we have the night. Okay? When the moon is showing or rising into the sky. Okay? So you see sun and moon. So that is the example of day and night. So again, so the opposite or the antonyms of day is night. And the opposite of night or the antonyms of night is day. Okay, so class, I hope you learned something for today. So this is our vocabulary and feature of our lesson for today. So next time we will have the reading. Okay, so you're reading this one here by yourself, and then we will have the sentence using the antonyms. Okay, so simple and question and answer. Okay, so thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.